Welcome back to Sunday Night in America. I remember it vividly. Sitting at my desk in the Rayburn House office building, Senator Tim Scott called, which was unusual because we had just spent 2 hours together at dinner, and I was wondering what could he possibly be calling about. And then the words came out of his mouth: something has happened in Charleston. And that something turned out to be non-Christians were murdered because they were born black. The state was on edge. The killer, full of malice and racism, wanted to start a race war. The family members of those slain then said the unthinkable: we forgive you. Maybe the hardest teaching of all: forgive your enemies and pray for those who persecute you. I could not do it. I would not do it. But those family members did. Tim Scott is from Charleston with friends and family at Mother Emanuel Church and joins us now. Chairman, love and forgiveness overcame murder. It's been 11 years, but I tell you, brother, it feels like it was yesterday.
It really does, and I got to tell you, Trey, as you said in your opening comments there, Matthew 5:44 rang true for the family members of the 9 Christians who lost their lives in the basement of their church. They simply said, I got to love my enemies. I will pray for those who persecute you. And they looked into the eyes of the murderer via a video and said, your life will be better if you believe in Jesus. They offered him forgiveness and hope. You know, faith, hope, and love, Trey, and the greatest of these is love. How they did that 36 hours after their family members were slaughtered in the basement of the church, I will never know. But I got to tell you, I got a glimpse of it, a hint of it, when Daniel Simmons Jr., whose father was murdered 7 days earlier, he said to me as I was going to speak on the floor of the Senate, please remind people of Romans 8:28. All things work together for good for those who love God and are called according to his purpose. He said somehow, Trey, some way, God is going to bring more good out of it than the pain and the misery we feel today. And South Carolina experienced that glorious moment of black folks and white folks coming together on the Ravenel Bridge and celebrating our diversity and celebrating our unity because 9 family members saved us from a race war and united our hearts together in love and forgiveness.
He had exactly the opposite impact of what he intended. And God bless you and the family members for being able to forgive him. As you know, I would rather have put him on death row. That was the job that I would rather have. But I'm glad the world is full of people like you and them, but I ain't one of them.